Hello dear viewers, today's video will be about the Vikings in European history. The video will consist of two parts. I hope the video will be useful for you. The Vikings are a social class consisting of various tribes gathered from free peasants and sailing the seas in wreckers, mainly for trade and robbery. They ruled Scandinavia for 300 years, starting from 810. For 300 years, the Vikings marched all over Europe. The Vikings, who settled in many parts of Europe, discovered Greenland, were the first Europeans to set foot on North America 500 years before Christopher Columbus, and created their own states in France and Scotland. After the Anglo-Saxons and other nations left Scandinavia, the Danes came here and created their states in 800. After the death of King Cotric in 810, the state collapsed and the Vikings came to power. The reason for this was that the Vikings had many ships and strong navigation at sea. The Frankish state, founded by Charlemagne in 814, collapsed after the attacks of Vikings and Arabs. But when the Vikings' enemies united and attacked the Vikings, the latter lost. So the Vikings were defeated in England in 878. In 891, the Anglo-Saxon king Alfred defeated the Vikings. Also, the Frankish army defeated the Vikings. One of the first raids of the Vikings was the attack of a group of Norwegians on England in 793. They destroyed the church on Lindisfarne Island, and a year later the church of Veranus. In 795, the Vikings attacked the Isles of Man and Iona. In 802 and 806, they destroyed the churches here. All attacks were short-term and sudden. Without declaring war, the Vikings sailed ashore and attacked cities, took what they could, burned houses, and left until the opposing army gathered. 20 years after this event, the Vikings gathered a large army and marched to England and France. After they marched to France, the Vikings marched to England. In 836, the Vikings first attacked London, then Bremen with an army of Danes. The city was put in such a position that the bishop's residence was moved from Bremen. In 851 and 852, the Vikings, who marched on England again, attacked the cities of London and Canterbury. 350 ships participated in this campaign. In the autumn of 866, Tufan took the 2,000-strong Viking army with ships to Scotland. At that time there was an Eastern England state. They spent the winter here, and at the beginning of the next year they created the state of Danelaw. At the end of the last long war in 878, the Anglo-Saxons drove the Vikings from their land, but at this time a new Viking fleet marched towards England and France. From 880 to 911, the Vikings attacked many cities in France and reached Paris. They saved their lives. The Vikings moved to the northern part of France and stayed here. In 911, the French King Charles III donated the lands he occupied to the Vikings ruler Rolton, and Normandy was established in 911. In 900 and 935, a great kingdom was established in the territory of the present Danish state. 1016 Danish Vikings take power in England. The 300-year-long marches ended with the formation of a large number of Viking states in Europe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel.